Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be hopping into a top 5 teams in PvP, not specific to geared, not specific to ungeared, just what I think are the top 5 teams in all of PvP. I'm going to keep it like one team with like the one Escanor, one team with like the Amelia team, because you can like substitute out like one unit. Like instead of Merlin, you could throw in Gother. That would probably be the second best, but no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have the main team, and then second place will be a completely different team. I'm not going to have it like one different unit in the top 2. No, I'm not going to do that. But if you guys do like this video, considering hit that like button, subscribe. We are on our way to 700 subscribers. And yeah, so let's get on with it. So obviously, if you guys have someone on ReZero, you know that this is probably one of the most toxic / best teams in the entire game, especially if you have them all built out. I don't have Ram SA5, but eventually she will be. Once I stop pulling units, I want a 6/6. But yeah, so we have Amelia there for the support, the dissolve, the freeze, which is probably her best thing. And if she's 6/6, she's going to absolutely obliterate an entire battlefield. I'm thinking of giving her attack crit still. Haven't decided. I'll probably do a video on that in the next few days. Look forward to that. And then Merlin, obviously, just that massive DPS. And she's very, very tanky because she can only take 30% of her HP per attack. So if you try to hit her with a level 3 bonk, it's only going to do like 60, 70k damage. So yeah, she's very, very tanky. And then we've got his Liz passive. She just lives forever. You can rush her ult. You can stun. Very, very annoying. And then also with Ram in the back, increasing all stats by 20%. All unknown stats by 20%. So not Goddess Liz's, but Merlin's and Amelia's. It's just a really dirty combo. And I hate facing it. I also don't really like playing it because there's so much going on, and I'm just bad at it. Like, I mean, it's fun when you win, but when you're in that situation, it's like, oh, I have 20 seconds to choose a thing and not mess up the thing, and yeah, it's not the best, but it's still a very, very good team. Easily number 1, especially on JP. It's been number 1 ever since like the Chandler team came out, which might be better, but I'm only doing global, so you know, yeah. And also, I haven't even used Chandler that much, so I'm not really sure. Alright, so I'm going to cut to when I get the second team up. I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So, in my opinion, this is probably the second best team in the entire game. Escanor, Green, Gother, Elizabeth, and LV in the back just for CC, but you could easily put like Death Pierce, but then your CC hinders a bit, and going second is absolutely just a big like wrench in your plans. But you could put anyone else on the back just for CC, like I don't know, I can't think of anyone, like Ludo, Diane, just someone other than Death Pierce, since he's literally maxed at like 53k CC with SA5. Like it's just not that good. Maybe Valenti could be pretty funny. I don't know, but this is definitely like the best setup for it. Escanor with his stacks. Basically what you want to do is just shield, AoE dissolve, and just slowly rank up Escanor to get rank 3s. That way you can just bonk him. Try to one-shot each and every unit on the field. That is probably the best play, unless they have an ult rush team. When they have like evade then I mean obviously just trying to kill as fast as possible. But pretty much all you have to do is just go through AoE, dissolve, and just not waste your Escanor cards until you have like 2 or 3 rank 3s, and then you just annihilate an entire team in one turn. And then you have a little bit of a safety net in case they do rush ult, especially if it's single target with Elizabeth. And then obviously Green Gother's passive, making Escanor crit every time with the Merlin sublink. I'm not really going to go into sublinks, but for Escanor, that is easily the only sublink you want to give him. And then, yet again, Melios is just here for, you know, his passive. This was the best team, but once ReZero dropped, I honestly think ReZero is better because Merlin can just absolutely decimate Escanor first turn. Like, 2 level 1s probably get him down to, like, 1 HP or even just, like, kill him, which is probably the best scenario if you get him down to, like, 1 HP. But, you know, that's just my opinion. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this team. Not really much because, you know, Goddess Liz, she just stuns. Gother can rank up Escanor, rank up Goddess Liz, so that way she can stun. He can dissolve, especially if you get a rank 3 dissolve. That can be really annoying for, like, assault melee teams because then they just can't ult rush, and then you just shield, and then you take no damage from his amplify cards. So, yeah, very, very disgusting. So we're going to hop into the next team, and I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is probably my third favorite and best team. It's probably tied with Assault Meliodas' like main team, but in my opinion, I honestly think this is a very, very good team. I've been using it mainly in ungeared because my CC isn't that great. I really want a UR gear Gil Thunder. I'm not gonna lie, I would absolutely love that because then the CC would be actually somewhat decent. But then again, Esterosa, very low CC, which is probably like the biggest hindrance because he has SR weapons and stuff for some unknown reason. It's like, why? Why, Netmarble? Why do you do this? But the way that this team works is basically it is a massive cuck to Amelia's team because if you go first, you can just put up a taunt, double taunt, and then dissolve just in case they have CC, evasion food. And if you do, then they can't rush ult with Merlin or anything. And you minimize the amount of damage you take from Merlin. And if she attacks with like an AoE, then you don't take any what's it called? Lifesteal block damage. Infect. You don't get the infect debuff, and then she'll be attack weakened, and if she goes for the single target, then it won't do massive PP damage. And then Gringother, obviously keeping the stacks going, making Esterosa do more damage, making Tarmiel do more damage with a single target. His single target at rank 1, complete trash. Single target rank 2 and 3, massive damage. It's so significantly better at rank 3. Like, oh my goodness. And then Gil Thunder, more defense. Is it defense-related stats? I cannot remember. Let me just check. It is 30% defensive-related stats. Yeah, that's even better than I thought. So I highly recommend building Gil Thunder. Like, he's a very, very good unit. Tarmiel, triple defense because of his Grace, and his passive is pretty good too, I guess. Decreases all enemies max HP by the value of 200% of the hero's defense, so they have less HP overall. And then when taking damage during the enemy's turn, the hero recovers HP equal to 150% of the defense at the start of the ally's turn. So that is why you want to give him triple defense. That is also another reason why the team CC is pretty low. I'm going to start maxing out his defense cosmetics eventually, but I don't know. I really like this team though. On ungeared, I do this. Whoops. I do this, and then I put Ruin right here because, you know, Ruin's my favorite character. And then it's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I find it hilarious when I do this. But look at that defense, and that's with Meliodas with no gear. But yeah, like, obviously Gil Thunder is better. Not many people have Ruin max, but it's just fun to me. But yeah, like, it's a really well synergized team because they both get immunity. Only Goth can really take anything, but if we have a taunt up, then you have to attack into Esterosa. And then if you have both of the things up with Esterosa's passive, you get immunity for 2 turns, I believe. Yeah, and it's so good. Like, it's honestly busted. So, yeah, once Chandler comes, you could even run Chandler instead of Esterosa, which honestly might be better. Like, or no. You don't run Chandler like this. So it would be Chandler, Gringother, Tarmiel, Esterosa, because if Chandler dies, since he's a taunt unit, Esterosa would come to the field. You would still get the immunity since it works in the back line. It's busted. I wish I could get Chandler guaranteed at 900. I would summon, but they're probably not going to do that, so I'm not going to summon. So yeah, definitely top 3 teams tied with the Assault Melee, and I guess you can already guess what's coming next. So I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this is probably my favorite Assault Meliodas team, simply because if they have a taunt unit, you want to be able to get rid of that, like, immediately. And Darieri is also immune to stuns when she has her taunt up, so it's super good. And then, is Droll immune to freeze? I hope he is, but I don't think he is. With his taunt, he's only immune to Petrify. That really sucks. So what I would do for teams like this is I would definitely run a Ludo link on the main character that you're going to be taunting with. So probably Droll, as he is a bit more beneficial than Darieri. But, you know, it's kind of up to you, because then you can't be stunned or petrified or frozen for 2 turns. So I definitely recommend building the Ludo as a link on any of your teams, and at least slap him on someone. But with this team, Darieri can remove buffs, so I can remove any taunt, I can remove a shield, I can remove that pesky Melascula buff, which, you know, makes them stay alive forever, which is also why Ruin is very fun to use. Just not enough CC, obviously, but we obviously have Zeldris on the back simply because of his passive, which I honestly kind of forgot exactly what it is. He increases the ally's basic stats by 6% for each ally or enemy with a commandment. So it is not demons, so I would get plus 18% basic stats, which is really, really good. And then obviously you want to run Assault Mode Meliodas simply for his passive. All demons are allies with commandments. Increase own stats by 5% and decrease defense-related stats of all enemies by 15% for 2 turns when allies take damage. Very, very good passive. Could be a bit better, but you know, I'll take it. It's still very, very good. He does massive damage. If you have like 3 or 4 buffs, you basically one-shot any unit in the game with a level 2 amplify. And then obviously Droll, you know, just a taunt unit, really big tank. Unless you're facing the one Escanor with max passive, level 3 bonk card, then you just get absolutely obliterated. But yeah, this is probably top 4 favorite team. But now the 5th one is probably going to be tricky. I'm going to probably have to think about it because I didn't think about the 5th one yet. I pretty much thought of all the other ones pretty immediately, but yeah, I'll be right back for the final one. And also, comment down below who you think has the best team in the entire game. I would love to hear it. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am back with the final team. Now, it's a little bit weird. It's one you don't see every day, but every time I see it, if I don't have a buff removal or like the one Escanor, I just cry. Because what this team usually does is they run this team with the Void Food. They look like they're a bot. You go in, you try to kill, and then you just patience because you don't have Void Food. And then you have to attack Diane, and then you would attack Sario probably at least once. He would live. Goth would rank up. Diane would taunt. Probably AoE with Goth as well. You can't rush ult. He has level 2/3 Sario cards. He gets rank up. He gets level 3 the next turn. He still has Diane taunt. And then he just wipes your entire team. It has happened so many times that I just want to cry. And if he's not running a Void Food, you kill Diane. You maybe get 1 extra hit on Sario, or you 2-shot him, but he's still alive somehow. And then Escanor comes in, and then you have 2 big Ooga Booga enemies that are running at you, or he has Waspane in the back, or he could have Goddess Liz in the back. I've seen Luro in the back. I've seen Tarmiel in the back. Like, there are so many teams that you can run with this composition with just these 2 units. Put some big DPS here. Put the opposite race or whatever back here. That way, if one of these 2 side characters died, then Gother's passive still procs. And it's honestly always a big problem because Diane is so good. Now I'm going to mention this. You want to have Tarmiel Link because of his grace. Obviously, you recover more HP per how much defense you have. With Tarmiel, she has only 11,000, which isn't that significant. But once you max out the costumes, it's absolutely insane. You can probably hit like 13,000, I assume. So yeah, I highly suggest doing that. But this team is just super obnoxious to play against, especially if they get good card RNG and you're not using all blue units. They absolutely just wipe you away. And even if you are using all blue units, Green Gother and Diane can easily dismantle an all blue unit team. Like, it's crazy. Like, if they don't get good Sario RNG, just rank up Diane, level 3 Diane, and she can do like 300k damage with a rank 3. It's absolutely disgusting. But yeah, that is basically going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I might do another video like this once Chandler and Zeldris drop, because things will drastically change a bit. Chandler is definitely pretty meta on demon teams. Zeldris, he's really only good on Keo and Zeldris teams, and then Chandler is good in quite a few teams. But yeah, also I'll probably be doing a tier list video. And then guys, make sure to comment down below who you would like to see a video for how I should gear each unit, like So like, you want to see me how you should gear Diane, Gother, Assault Melee, Goddess Liz, Levi. Doesn't really matter to me. I'll do the video if you guys want to see it. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and peace out.